It's Donovan Everett from Cape Racing, and I'd just like to say it's an absolute pleasure to be involved with Intrabet and Cape Breeders in this golf day today here at Pearl Valley. It's fantastic for the industry to see all the relevant stakeholders coming down and having a good time and networking, and it's exactly what the industry needs right now in terms of moving forward and recreating some positivity to take us forward into the next year.
The sixth race on the program. There's only 8 races, so the 6th of 8 is got the green light. KwaZulu-Natal Breeder 1600 meters. 5 to 3 is the off time, 14:55, and yeah, it's a mile at the point time of recording. All 8 runners are running. Graham got the green light again. Just to mention that to the viewers to go and listen to that podcast that we did during the week. It's on our Gold Circle Facebook page and the various other platforms. But got the green light. KZN can be quite happy to have him in their province.
Yeah, nice that he's standing at Camargue Stud, Brett Van Lawn Stud, and got the green light. Of course, he was a champion at 2, he was a champion at 3, he was a champion at 4, multiple Grade 1 winner. I think quite a coup for the KZN breeders to get the son and give me the green light here in KwaZulu-Natal, and we wish them well with got the green light going forward, and hopefully he stamps his authority on the breeding stats as he did on the racing stats.
Okay, let's go and have a look at Prince of Taranto's last run. Let me just get that right. Yes, the last run when finishing 4th to Mr. Gonzalez. And you know who the interviewed trainers were, so enjoy the interviews.
Rascal further back, and Mr. Gonzalez past the 300, and Silver Falcon goes on the attack as Beechers is forced to fend off Mr. Gonzalez on the inside. Prince of Taranto is inconvenience, full blast coming out of the pack, 100 meters left to run, and Mr. Gonzalez, the horse to beat, Silver Falcon, then comes full blast, Mr. Gonzalez will win. Mr. Gonzalez too good, second goes to full blast, Silver Falcon, then came Prince of Taranto in 4th.
Yeah, I'll be disappointed if he doesn't win.
Spider's Corner, he's lost his way a little bit. Didn't run a bad race last time out over 1400 meters. We are taking chances stepping up to 1600, but he's fitting well in himself. Reproducing his sprint form in the race, he's possibly got the better form. So he's a bit of a dark horse in the race. I don't know if he'll quite get the trip, but I'm hoping for a first 3 run. Straight up's done well. I ignore his last run. He hasn't done well over 2000 meters. Seems to just get a 1800. I think dropping back to the mile racing fresh also will give a very good account of himself.
Okay, there's the comments. And now, Graham, Sean, at least Tony Riverland is a colleague of ours, and we all know him very well. And he likes to race his horses when they fit, they're well, and he's expecting only the best. And the point I'm making is he was quite upbeat there. He was short, sweet, and to the point, and I haven't heard Tony talk like that in a long time.
Well, this is Prince of Taranto's race to lose. If you're not going to bank her win to smoke in the first leg of the pick 6, and I understand that she's not the most consistent around, and although best weighted, you might be keen to bank her or not, this is another alternative. I think Prince of Taranto, I think 7 to 2 is an incredibly generous price. Win or lose, I think 7 to 2 about Prince of Taranto is an incredibly generous price. He's my firm first choice, and I'm leaning towards making him another all-in bet on the day.
You'll see, the viewers will see when our shortlist comes up later. Excuse me, I didn't have a suggested pick 6 banker, but we can change that. We can talk about it when the shortlist comes up. This was Prince of Taranto. I do like him. Tony has a strong hand on the day. He's racing for a lot of the same owners. He has Gerard de Roeville, Neil Butcher, Robert Mangard, Michelle Narak, Tony Riverland, and Patrick Riverland. So, yeah, I think they're going to have a good day. And I'm like you, short and sweet.
You watch the rerun of that last start by Mr. Gonzalez. He was taken out at a crucial stage of the race.
Yeah.
He was just starting to warm up his engines, to rev up those engines, and in fact, it was the winner that came across him. Mr. Gonzalez came across him and forced Muzi to check on Prince of Taranto at a very crucial stage of the race. He's drawn in gate 1, he's got 52 on his back, he's in a good space. I'm not sure about Spider's Corner over 1600. Obviously, if he gets it, then he's got to be a serious runner. Chatton's Keep, I think, should also be in the 1200 meter race, not in the 1600 meter race. I think this is all about Prince of Taranto.
Just before we wrap up, because we're all in Prince of Taranto's camp, some feedback about Spider's Corner. Chatting to the connections, Anthony Delpesh, Duncan Howells, etc., they're of the opinion that he's maybe lost a little bit of his early speed, lost a bit of his speed, and maybe now he wants to start going distance. So, as Duncan,
well, I'm not going to contradict that argument, because when we get to race 7, that's going to be why I'm going with Battle Force.
So that's absolutely perfect. But that's just the feedback. So you heard from Duncan his comments about, if he sees out the distance, he'll be a runner. And as you've just said too as well, if he sees out the distance, he'll be a runner. And I agree with that comment too. But we're all in the camp of Prince of Taranto. Spider's Corner, straight up, they've got chances. But for us, you'll see when we get to the shortlist, I'm going to change that. It won't be on screen, but I'll talk you through it. Suggested pick 6 banker, Prince of Taranto.
I bet with Interbet only. They're a fantastic site. I've never had any issues with them. They are very professional. There's never a problem. You deposit money, 2 seconds later it's in your account. You withdraw, which I do very occasionally, and I believe it's also 2 seconds it's in your account.